All right, happy Friday, everybody. Looking at the statistics for this week, every single week we've been doing the stats for Realty, actually for the villages in Florida, and looking at what's going on over the last couple of weeks. We've seen a real increase and improvement in the numbers. So 6 weeks ago we saw an improvement. Actually, 6 weeks ago we saw a real extreme downturn in the number of showings we were getting, the number of properties that were going under contract. Sales went down. Closings were actually pretty steady because we had pretty much a solid activity in March, but April really was a tough month for properties going under contract, and of course, pending properties and showings was significantly down. That was a real big deal, right? So what we've seen in the last couple of weeks, specifically, beginning of May, we've seen an uptick in the number of properties coming on the marketplace. We've seen an increase in price reductions. We've seen more properties get sold, more showings, more of everything. Pretty much a positive outlook over the last couple of weeks. And this week is really no exception. This week is no exception. So if we're looking at the last 7 days, we had 37 new properties that were new on the marketplace. 43 properties got price reductions, 20 actually closed, and 34 pendings. Okay, so 37 new properties came on the marketplace in the last 7 days in the villages. 43 properties received price reductions, 20 sold, and 34 pendings under contract. So what that really says, when you compare this past week, last 7 days compared to maybe 4, 5, 6 weeks ago, and what we've seen up to this point, is pretty much consistency over the last 2 to 3 weeks on how many properties are new on the marketplace. That's the first thing. So consistency over the last 2, 3 weeks on the number of homes that have come on the marketplace. 4 weeks ago, there was not that many homes that were coming on the marketplace, probably about 50% less. So consistency is good. Consistent number of homes that are coming on the marketplace is good. Price reductions, probably the most that we've seen over the last 6 weeks. We've had a couple of weeks where there was 30 or 40 different homes that's received price reductions, but a lot of price reductions tells me that there's a little bit of a swinging of the pendulum, maybe a little bit away from the seller side and extreme sellers marketplace, and maybe closer and slowly towards the buyer side where there's going to be some opportunities. Certainly not a feeding frenzy opportunity where the market is tanking, but maybe you're allowed to maybe think about the home you're going to buy, as opposed to, oh my gosh, we got to make a quick decision. So maybe we're going to keep a close eye on that to see if that's a 1 or 2 week anomaly, but definitely more price reductions is something to watch out for. 20 closed, which is actually a really low number, but not terribly surprising. We've been predicting that May would be a slow closing month because we saw lows in number of showings and lows in actual pending properties, which is a leading indicator to get to closed properties in May. So a low in showings, a low in under contracts in April, obviously are leading to low numbers in closed or sold properties in the month of May. And that's what we're seeing right now. Now, pending properties, another indicator that we need to look at that is going to indicate how many properties as we get to, this is May 29th, as we get to June, which is going to be next week. Very, very strong indications, very positive indications. 34 properties went under contract in the villages under MLS statistics. So 34 under contract means that's a good sign. That's a really good sign that we're going to see a solid closing month in the month of June. So any questions, please communicate with me, 352-572-3796, 352-572-3796. You can also catch us on our website, buysellthevillages.com, buysellthevillages.com. Also new on this particular channel, you're going to be able to see the latest properties to hit the marketplace. On Wednesday mornings at 8:30, we're on our caravans, but that's going to be the latest properties to hit the marketplace. You can watch that, get a head start and a jump on everybody else. and you'll also be able to see the recordings as well. So it's live, but also it'll be posted on this particular YouTube channel. So if any questions, please let me know. Be happy to address any concerns. Take care.